says, is being a queen bee, boss babe, bad bitch the female equivalent to toxic masculinity?
Ooh, good question. Ladies, what do you think about that?
I no. How would that be toxic?
Well-
It kind of is because it gets to their head sometimes,
Yeah,
and
the
they think they're the
independence.
shit. And then when you go confront them about it, they get all butthurt about it.
But
Oh,
that's
yeah, I
why
got that.
relationships are like 50-50 because I'm a boss. I'm a boss bitch. I pay my own stuff.
That's why you're
And
single, though.
Exactly. And it goes back to Basil, what he said. If I'm putting it out there that I don't need you and everything and I can pay my own
Yes.
and this and that, then it goes back and it's my fault. So
Yeah.
in the boss status, yes. Queen, oh yes.
Okay.
I think it is kind of narcissistic
So
as well.
let me ask you.
nigga.
So let me ask you a question. We gotta change these sound bites, bro. They're gay as fuck. All right. Okay. So, is it worth having the title boss bitch, queen bee, whatever it is, and not having a guy? Because at the end of the day, I think you're 36, correct?
Mhm.
At the end of the day, I think you're gonna get to a point in life where you're gonna realize, yeah, being called a boss bitch, it sounds good, but having a man is way more important than being called a boss
But
bitch.
the thing is, when you're a boss, you are on a higher level, and if you have to look for that person that's on your level. So let's say I have my own business and I have 2 locations and I'm doing my thing and I'm off to my next venture.
Mhm.
How can I be happy with somebody that's not doing the same thing as I am? So
Mhm.
I have to find somebody on my level or even higher to get there.
Okay.
Like for me to make me happy, for me to find that equal partner, I can't be happy with somebody working 9 to 5. There's no ambition.
Understand that? Yeah. You have a red flag up. Why?
Because you earned that title. Most females do not earn that title. They're females calling themselves that, and the next thing you know, they're going home crying about some nigga that dumped her.
No, but he's asking me because that's my status.
Yeah, but you earned it. That's
Exactly,
What, I'm
but
trying to
they
say.
don't-
What does that
Most
mean,
women
though?
don't earn that.
But a guy doesn't give a fuck if you earned it or not.
So okay, so you have how many businesses? Two
Yes.
locations. Okay, and you make pretty good money, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Now again, I'm not talking down on that. That's cool. I respect that. What I'm saying is, or at least what you're saying is, you need someone on your level or higher.
Mhm.
Correct? How many of those guys do you think are really looking for you though in return? Because I would say if you were 26, you'd have a higher chance. You're 36, and typically guys like younger women. Like the reason why I killed you earlier isn't because I don't think you're attractive. It's just because of your age.
Well, look, when I tell people my age, they're like, "Oh my God, you're not 36." I usually get 28, 29.
Yeah. But
And-
what I'm saying is I knew your age.
Yeah, I know.
Which is why I chose to kill you.
But the
earlier.
thing is, remember that I'm 36.
Mhm.
There's so many other people in this world, especially guys. Guys are in their late 30s, their 40s, their 50s, and I'm 36. So some of them don't want people in their 20s because they don't know anything about life.
That's fine what you're saying, but that's going to be a very, 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 very low percentage, like 0.0001,
And
because you
that's-
just said you want a guy that's equal or higher. That's hypergamy.
And that's okay.
What are your chances of having more kids? Do you
Mm,
know?
Yes, if I wanted to, I could.
You could, but what are the chances that you'd have like a miscarriage or like
Health risk, any
health
health risk.
None. I'm perfect. I'm perfectly healthy.
That's not true. That's your age would say otherwise.
There are people
You're
in their
36.
40s.
I understand that there's the exception to the rule, but what I'm saying generally it's not healthy to have kids past 35. Like generally, and I'm not saying that you can't be the exception. What I'm saying is most men don't want to have kids with a woman who's 36 compared to having kids with a woman that's maybe 25. You know what I mean? Also, you already have kids. That puts you at a huge disadvantage. I wouldn't want to come into a relationship where I'm raising another man's kids.
Well, technically they're not because I do it myself. But if I'm going to be in a partnership with somebody, I want to make sure that they have their own kids as well. Because we can come into the agreement and we can come into the relationship with the understanding that our kids are our kids and that's it. We don't have to worry about that. We can travel,
But
we can enjoy life. and
You're
everything.
asking literally for a unicorn.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's okay. I'm okay with it because I've tried dating other people and when it happens, it happens.
Yeah, but it hasn't happened yet, and
But
you're not
I've
getting
dated
any
a few.
younger.
Then it doesn't matter. I'm okay. I've already lived it. I'm not going to be single for the rest of my life.
Well, that's true, but you will have to settle in order for you not to be single for the rest of your life?
No,
Because a guy that you're looking for, he's not gonna want you.
that's your opinion.
Okay, I'm telling you, like in general, like if I could have a woman who's young, like even okay, so like let's say there's a woman exactly like you, but she's 10 years younger. Who do you think I'm gonna choose? Same scenarios.
Well, obviously, since you're telling me you
The-
like younger chicks,
yeah,
the younger
Well,
one.
no, it's not
majority
just
guys.
me.
What
Majority
majority
of
guys?
majority of men like younger women.
Mhm.
Like this isn't like that's like me sitting here arguing that most women like shorter guys. Like I'm not stupid. This is logic. Most women like taller guys. I'm not gonna get mad at that.
And there are a lot of guys that like older women just because they're mature.
Okay. All right. Cool. I
It's like if I say, "Oh, I agree," then you're gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm right." But it's like I agree. I understand what you're saying, but you're gonna settle. It's not gonna be the
Yeah,
same
you're gonna have
exact
to.
guy you're anticipating you can get. Like the same guy that you could get when you were 25, you can't get that same guy now.
no.
And it's okay because whatever whoever's meant to be for me is gonna be with me regardless.
Okay, I'll take that. I
Yeah.
understand.
I mean, listen, I like that you're standing on that, but again, it's just coming. Like for instance, even a guy that's well established, like most guys don't get to their prime until they're your age. Like that's our prime as men. That's our prime because we told them like they're in their 20s. This is their prime. When you were in your 20s, you were in your prime. You can sit here and say that because you're 36, you're in your prime. Yes, it feels good to say that. But realistically, this is why women over 30, when they come on the show, they never want to tell us their real age because they know in their mind, they understand that their youth is tied to their value. So when you're over 30, you're like, listen, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. And then also you have kids. And I understand. I like that idea that you have. Like, yo, I want to get with a guy that already has kids too, because then it'll feel like it's equal. But men having kids and women having kids are two different things. I have 2 kids. And if I go to the mall with my kids, I'm getting women that are attracted to me. Like women love that shit. Women loves to see men take care of their kids because I mean
They want family.
you rarely see it. And then also it shows that the guy can provide, right? However, when I see a single mother,
You run.
I that shit does not turn me on. Like I don't get ideas of
Well, I get
being
hit
with
on a
her.
lot for a single mom. So
Okay, cool. I mean, it is what it is, and I admire that you think that way. But again, it's just we'll talk after the show. All right, we'll definitely talk after the show. I guess my one piece of advice for you would be that you're gonna have to settle. That's like it's not gonna sound nice, but it's what you need to hear. Like you're gonna have to, because there's good guys out there that would be willing to take you as you are, but typically those guys are not gonna be.
Yes.
they're not my type.
They're not going to be on your level or higher. The reason why is because the guys that are on your level or higher, they've had to work hard for that shit, just like you did. But it was probably harder for them. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to enjoy that shit. They want to be with younger women. If I was to date you, there's probably nothing that I could teach you right now. You've already done it all. Like
No.
you've already done it all, bro. There's no. I would rather date her because I could take her who knows where, and I could feel like, yo, she probably hasn't been here
Yeah.
before.
You've been in Miami for 20 years.
You've done it all. You've been in every yacht. You've been on every club.
To be honest, I'm not the clubbing type of girl.
But you've been there. It doesn't matter. You've done
Yes,
it. You've done it.
I have.
Yeah.
You've
Since I
had the
was
experience.
15.
You've gone to the strip clubs. You've had that fun.
Yeah. Again, that's
Like
just
you probably been in exotic cars. Like I can't
Yeah.
teach you or show you anything new.
not only that, but like a woman like you're not gonna feel like you really need me.
Mhm.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like you have your own.
Yeah, you were just talking how you're a boss babe and independent. Yeah, like come on.
And it's not so much about a man being insecure, but it's like, why would I want to be with a woman who feels like she doesn't need me?
Mhm.
Right? It comes back to that. Like men, we
Exactly.
want to be with women that need us. This is why I would date with a younger woman, because I know I could provide for her and she needs me. I
This
don't
is
know.
such a good conversation.
Yeah, it really is, man. All right, let's get to the super chats.